And those are one of the campaigns, the amazing campaigns that you can also see later on tonight at the Smarties Awards. If you attend, and we hope that you do attend, we'll see a lot of campaigns with amazing ideas. And of course, we'll be experiencing and also appreciating all of you industry leaders in Smarties tonight. So we do hope you're attending and partying with us later on. Now for our next panel is a CMO panel. The session is Seamless Journeys, Bridging Digital and Physical with Cross-Channel Media, which explores how leading brands are leveraging data and cohesive messaging to create unified customer journeys that drive engagement and boost results. And of course, get ready for actionable insights, everyone. Get your pens out and inspiring case studies with our panel. Please join me in welcoming as the CEO of Publicis Media Vietnam and our moderator this afternoon, Mr. Vineeth Dhruvan. Can we have a round of applause? Welcome, welcome, sir. And also welcome as Emerging Countries Cluster Lead HP Greater Asia, Ms. Viet. Can we have a round of applause? Also, please put your hands together, CEO and BOD of VietGuys, Ms. Kha Dinh. And please also welcome CMO Casper Vietnam, Ms. Viet. Can we have a round of applause for all of our speakers, everyone? Gearing up for an amazing panel discussion. Panel, take it away.
Xin chào mọi người. Khỏe không? Yeah, that's right. So as the MC was explaining that, this panel, we would like to, bring to you our use cases, real life use cases, in terms of how we've been managing to sail through this ever evolving marketing space, taking our consumers from online space to offline space and making sure that they have a seamless experience we try to give, and how each media touchpoints are playing in that journey. So to start with, I will start with Ms. V. She heads HP Vietnam and Greater Asia. So Ms. V, tell us, what are some of the common pitfalls a brand tends to fall in when they are trying to create this seamless journey from online to offline space and try to create that seamless connection with their consumers?
Thank you, Vineeth. So I think the common one will be the silo platforms. So we cannot integrate it on the system, especially if we distribute it to our partners, because we need to integrate our partners' system and the brand system as well in order to do all the tracking. And because when we have a proper tracking, then we can see how the customers engage and from online to offline. So it's the first pitfall. The second one will be the inconsistent brand messagings. So when the consumer, they go to the brand store, they will see something different from the one that they will see at the store level. So inconsistency is also the second one. And the third one is the real-time engagement. So we need to have a proper platforms and the back-end operation in order to interact with the customer in real time. If not, they will lose the patience and move on. Because in the digital world, it's quite easier to move to the other brands or the other site. Yeah, so the main three before that I can see from the iteration from online to offline.
So Ms. Kha, if you have a point of view on that front. Can you hear Ms. V well? You guys heard her, right? Yeah? Okay. So, thank you for that. It's right. It gives us a fair bit understanding of how you are, connecting the dots from offline to online and online to offline. Uh, while we are talking about different media touch points and media and sales platforms like of your D2Cs and pure players and then your retail chains, data becomes a very important point. You need to understand your consumers really well. On that front, the next question is to Ms. Kha. On cross-channel strategies, we do see that it's heavily data-driven. You need to, data is the new gold, right, in our industry. And collecting it ethically and making sure that consumers are motivated to give you the data, how you are managing that within your ecosystem, within your company. What is your experience on that front? If you could
Yeah.
give us a...
Okay, thank you, Vineeth, for your questions. And actually, you know, like the collection of data, especially like the zero party and first party data is crucial, and it's hard, it's not easy to collect that all because now people are very sensitive with the data. So you cannot ask questions like, hey, so what is your phone number? What is your behavior? Nobody will answer you like that. And even that they give you an answer. So maybe it's not 100% accurate. So the crucial point is that we serve for a lot of like FMCGs, for a lot of brands, which they don't have, like they cannot control and fully control their distribution system. So, you know, retailers somehow, they got the offline store, so that's why they can own their own data. But FMCG, they have empty GT stores, so how can they collect the data? And it's not easy to tell these retailers that, okay, please share the common data in which your product is sold at your store. Nobody would do that, definitely. So the point is that we need to define, we need to create some digital solution in which the customers are willing to tap into, are willing to be actively engaged in that kind of things. For example, just for example, use case that for some customers, they buy some milk at the supermarket, or so like Casper, they buy like the electronics retailers. So they have to be engaged in that retailers. For example, like we have a use case to scan the QR, to accumulate the points on the bill right after they make the purchase. So that's the point, that's the touch point when we can easily collect the data. And the more we purchase, the more accumulated points that we can have. And other thing is that they can scan in order to unlock the quarantine system, for example. That is something that we call like, it's just a natural behaviors of our customers. And for our solutions, we're also trying to like network with a lot of retailers, including GT and MT, so we can bridge the gap between the FMCG, the brands didn't have stores, and the brand who actually distribute their products at their store as well.
So when we have solved for the distribution and then collecting the data standpoint, I think I would like to bring it back to, there is huge clutter in the categories which you are operating in, to start with Casper, right? So how do you identify a platform, a marketing platform, which would help to stand that association which is slightly disruptive, slightly unique, and it gives you an real great acceptance from consumers, primarily driving the consumer affinity towards your brand. So what is your real case experience on Casper? How did you bring that into Vietnam? And any cues which the audience can learn from you?
Thank you, Vineeth. And hi, everyone. Hello from Hanoi. I just landed this morning and would like to bring you a little bit, maybe in some interesting story or side takeaway that we have been operating, because that we are now operating in a highly competitive industry. For example, like air conditioner, who has been in the market for the last 30 years. And most of our key players, I mean, all the top 5 of our key players are have had like decades of building brand awareness or gaining major shareholder market shares. So to give a very quick and snap statistics about our background, because last year we have become number 1 in market share in air conditioner, and year to date number 2. So we have to choose a very different way to play around, because we don't have long time and don't have such like huge budget for MNC like billion dollars. So what I've learned is three things, like the way we think and the way we look at on the customer journeys. We unlike on the theory that we learned that we have to do 360-degree communications, we have to follow the whole journey of customer. So we crack that into what's the different, what the most significant and biggest target group of audience, and what will be the dominate, what is the change that we can dominate in the platform. That's we focus, and unlike the theory, we only like select the select parts in the customer journey to crack in, and we have to stand out in that part, selected parts. So the second point, the takeaway that I can share with you guys is uncluttered. We uncluttered on the media activities or tactics that we cannot control the share of voice. And if we do not know that the total numbers of all the key players are in the platform or on the media, I mean the share of voice and frequencies, that if we cannot be sure of the total number, so we cannot decide in the exact and absolute shares in the media we're gonna put our effort into. Women uncluttered. Yeah, that's the second point. So, and also the third thing is that we enlist and we declutter our house with like unnecessary things, and our house look clearer because we are already in household. So we only focus, and this is there's two words that cover the three things that I have listed. Is the focus domination is the key to help us to stand out in nowadays. It's so saturated in every brand is operating highly with highly generated contents, millions of feeds and thousands of clips to see. That's why we really stay focused. Yeah.
So stay focused, right? That's the key word. So I will bring back to Ms. V. HP being the global tech company operating in diverse markets. How do you tailor make your cross-channel strategies to make sure that your consumer journey is really seamless? And how does it differ from an emerging market like Vietnam to a developed market? So because you have the experience in multiple markets in doing this, so how do you see when the digital ecosystem and the physical ecosystem, how do you bridge that gap, or how do you make sure that consumer is getting uninterrupted, or the experience which a brand want to put in, it is almost similar on a digital platform as well as onto the real stores? What was your experience doing it in multiple markets?
Yeah. Okay, so to give a background of my territory, so I can explain it's easier for you guys. So I manage for market, Philippines, Vietnam, Thailand, and Indonesia. So that for markets I manage with quite different in terms of the retail landscape. And the strategy we align with our business team also different. I take the example for Thailand. It's growing e-commerce quite significantly. I mentioned is the technology world, it's not the FMCG one, because I work in the technologies. So in terms of technologies, Thailand, they adopted e-commerce purchase quite significantly. It's increased from like 20-something% to now 45% of the total TAM, the total market. So that's why our offerings to online to offline is also different, because we can sell via live stream. So our Hello products is like $2,000 to $3,000 per laptop. We can still sell in live stream. So it's quite different in Thailand. And then that's one we own have like KOL live stream. And then we live stream at our HP store. So people just can go to our store to buy. It's not only just online. So that's why we offering from online to offline with the voucher when they go to the store and voucher when they buy online. So different one. We speak to their consumer behaviors. So Indonesia is also very different one, because their retail market is not structured like the Gen Store. They don't have Gen Store like TGGD, Mobile World. So that's why it also the difference. We use the redemption method to ride them through because our purpose with Indonesia is just to ride the footfall. That means bring customers to the store rather than the online one like Thailand. Yeah, so we have the different mechanics also for that one through redemption and try to bring them to the stores and especially our HP World stores. So we have the HP World microsite where customer can purchase and buy to the store that near it to them, and also different offering as well. So it's the different in Indonesia. For Vietnam, I think we all know it's quite structured because Mobile World is contribute like 65% total time. So we use the different methods with lead generation to write the lead to our promoters. Yeah, so I just want to give you all the different things we do in different markets.
Great, thank you. I think we all will believe that price is not an issue in Vietnam, while Mr. Kha was selling 35 cars in like 1 hour of him going online. So I think with that, I will tail the question to Ms. V on you being the CEO of VietGuys, driving a lot of developments on mobile platforms, mobile solutions. How do you see mobile as the enabler or a bridge in terms of consumers getting a cross-channel experience, which is, again, I'm using the word seamless, because consumers want to have the same experience what they had when they were searching about a product, and then when they're visiting the store, be it online or offline, they would want to be taken care of same. So what was your experience in terms of getting the audience understand the ecosystem better? How mobile has played that role for you?
It's just an interesting question. Thanks for questions and again. And actually, we are bring and we have an ecosystem and are currently serving for more than 5,000 brands, both internationally and domestically. So actually, there's a lot of brands who comes to me and ask, so can I collaborate with the brands who is also in your ecosystem? And I ask them, so how? Please tell me at the beginning, because I cannot come and tell, hey, Ms. Nguyen, can you collaborate with Ms. V to exchange the data, exchange the customer behavior? No, definitely not. Nobody could do that, all right? Again, because all of things is like highly confidential category. So that's why we understand about the concept retail media. And it's not new in the world's marketing, but it's a little bit new in Vietnam. Because retail media happens in the form, it's not just only a purely display ad, but you need to have an actual customers who is share the same interest with another brands. For example, like HP and Casper, if you have a shared same target audience, you guys can collaborate. Of course, based on the behavior. Somebody after they bought the printer, they might think about the air conditioner. Why not? I don't know, but if they are like they just married and they have to prepare for some of the electronics things for their house. So based on that, I think I will show some short video what we have done. Yeah. So to make sure that everybody is like to get better illustration of what it is.
Team, can you please?
Very short one. Okay, so I think that video is a short illustration, but it makes everybody clearer. So like VOS and Guardian had the same target audience, and they both like care about the lifestyle, care about the health. So the moment, like a lot, in the past, VOS has a lot of display ads in the retailers, but there are a lot of hacking and cheating issues because somebody will send about the QR display on the POSM to their friends, and then they can log in to get the gift. But now we're trying to do that because the QR will happen on the bill, and this is the unit one. So everybody can scan only once. And we ensure that the customers who engage into the VOS campaign is 100% authentic and interested in that campaign because that is the real customers and already make the purchase. So it's different from the customers like just a person coming to the store and just a window shopper. No, it's just the real customers. And we have the proof of evidence, which is important. And all of the information you see on the screen is automatically collected and get into the customer dashboard. Because we also have a CDP platform and we serve for 120 brands also. So at first, we're trying to have them to solve the engagement story. So when they have a data, how can we turn into the sales number? But then we realize that if you don't have the high quality data, the more engagement, the more automation flow you get, the more inaccurate customer you target. And it leads to nothing. So that's where this solution comes from.
Thank you so much. Again, to Angie. So you mentioned a lot about how you want to create the disruption. You are the new kid in the category. Yeah. You don't have enough budgets as some of the multinationals in the category. So it is quite inspiring to see the kind of market share you have generated in past few years. It's very good. And you're one of the key players in the white goods space. Tell us your secret in how you cracked that without having much of marketing budget. How was your focus in terms of identifying few but doing it better? So if you can give us some cues on that front, that would be great.
Yeah. Thank you for your complimentary and a lot of there's a motivation for us to keep pushing this spirit along with us. So it's not such a secret because that last summer is our peak season. I can share a case study how we play in the media platform and how we choose to dominate a selected channel and what are the supportive channels that can do our halo effect. Because so I can mention, before that, before we viewing 2024 and we will evaluate what can be our media opportunity to catch the attention in our peak season. During summer, the consumption rate is 400% in comparison with other seasons. So that would be where we stay focused the most. So if we decide to stay focused in a short time, for March to July, our budget will not be small anymore because we stay focused. We would not divide it monthly equally. So I can be assured that it will not be so small. Yeah, we still can do big things. So after a while, we evaluate and we see that this summer, the biggest sport event we have decided to participate in is a UEFA Euro Cup. So we became the gold sponsor of the main sport event. I'm a sport broadcast together with TV360 from Viet Telecommunication Group. And we secure every sport and we can secure a absolute number, a total in share of voice, an absolute number of share of voice in everything that Euro Cup is operating in Vietnam. So we decided that television and live sport is where we can retain a long enough attention of sport viewer because that 70% of our target audience is men. Yeah, that love sport. And unlike TikTok or other entertainment platform, they cannot speed up the live sport games, right? It's of course, it's where we can tap in and like boost our instant brand awareness. And there will be other selective media platform that after the show and after late night games, people will go to the news to see the score of last night, and also they go to YouTube to see the highlight, and that's where we also dominate in covering all the media opportunity to be presented. I mean, after every games, we gain like 2 million views after an hour, after the highlight clip is broadcast, is uploaded. So if we that every day there are at least 3 games, and we gain like 2 million view highlight clip every day during the summers. And also we cover in news, sport news. So we select the very key channels and we stay on focus in. And we have also to cover on the supportive channels. That's why during that slow time, not only the social burst of Euro that do the halo effect for us, but also we gain a lot of media boost brand awareness and recall for that. That is one of the key things that have us stand out in the peak season of time. Yeah. Hope that's been clear.
Some final words from you guys. The key takeaways for this TED season. What is your point of view on how to navigate this TED season? Because I believe after COVID, this is the 3rd TED which we are going through. And how do you see the market up till now? How ripe it is, or how right it is to maintain that momentum for growth or sales or revenue this year?
Yeah, so unfortunately, the technologies, especially BC and printer categories, that is our lowest season. So sorry, I cannot comment further for that categories.
Kha, for you, because most of our consumers must be shopping. They must be doing a lot of retail visits, a lot of data coming in. How you are going to be placing your bets on this TED?
Actually, like TED or not TED, everyone think about numbers, sales. So we're trying to put it all like creativity, all the marketing campaign or ideas turn into how much like high data that we can collect it, and how much it turns to like opportunity and actual sales, and just that, and make sure that everything is very simple, because now the more complex you bring into the world, it is so complex enough. It's fine overs.
Yes. For you, Angie, how's the TED looking?
I can share some findings that we have researched and come up with for household platform, because we are serving at least like 5 million household every year, because we do up to 20-year warranty service. So all of the data and those are authentic and real to us. There's an interesting fact and figure showing that the demand for fixing up and renovate the families and house and apartment is double the number of those who are building new houses. So on the contents and deals and combo promotions are for the ones who are renovating the house and apartments. That's what our key strategy. And also, we are joining in live stream. And so if anyone hears supplying those kind of service, please come to us. We did not just got inspired by the Vineeth case. We also got offered for some entertainment groups, and they are doing live stream so well. For last month, I mean, only 2 weeks ago, for the first time that Casper listed washing machines and refrigerator and also smart TV onto the Siêu Sao Siêu Siêu show, broadcasting in Shopee with Harry Warren, Tín Đạt, and some other Linh Ly, some other singers, and they come to us so we just bring up with, but very fast. We bring up very fast with a special combo, and we have half a billion Vietnam Dong GMV for only one night live stream. So of course we'll continue to do that. Yeah.
Great. Thank you so much for this and experiencing your day-to-day, juggles with this ever complicated ecosystem of marketing with data, with tailor-made approach for different markets. And also from Angie, we really liked about focused and fewer and better initiatives, making sure that you are in the right space for that right moment and then capture it with 100% SOV. It was great talking to you. Thank you, audience. Thank you so much.